In the early morning hours of May 10th, 2025, gunshots broke the silence on a quiet street in Chicago's Edgewater neighborhood. By the time police arrived, 2 men were lying on the sidewalk, hit multiple times. They were rushed to the hospital, but it was too late.
That's Munna
Both
Duke.
men were pronounced dead. One of them was 31-year-old rapper Munna Duke,
Told
real
y'all.
name Rashawn Vance. To most of the world, the name Munna Duke might not ring out like Drake or Kendrick, but in Chicago, especially in the neighborhood known as Oblock, he was something more than just a rapper. He was a brother, a friend, a voice for the streets he grew up on. Oblock raised legends.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna sit here and act and all like, oh, I knew who he was. I did not know who Oblock Munna Duke was before he got smoked. Cause that's all I keep hearing about for this past day or two is Oblock Munna Duke, Oblock Munna Duke, Duke, Munna Duke. I didn't know who that was, but we about to find out today because I don't.
Chief Keef,
I just know he was King Von's friend. That's all I heard.
King Von. Munna wasn't just from the same place. He was cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
He and Von were more than friends. They were brothers. Raised together, fought together, bled together. While others rapped about the block, Munna lived it. Rashawn Vance was born on February 13, 1994. He grew up in Parkway Gardens, a low-income housing project on the south side of Chicago. Locals call it O-Block, named after O.D. Perry, a friend and gang member who was shot and killed there in 2011. For years, his name floated in the background. Silent appearances in videos, photos next to Keef, a soldier in the shadows. But after a robbery charge landed him in prison, Munna came out changed, focused, ready to speak his truth. Like many kids in his neighborhood, life wasn't easy. Violence was normal, jail time was common. Munna did time too, serving a prison sentence in his early 20s. But when he came home, he picked up a mic instead of a gun. He started rapping seriously, turning his pain and experience into lyrics. His first real breakout came with the track 12 a.m. and fans began to notice. From there, he dropped songs like Winning, Right Back, and I Ain't. They weren't chart toppers, but in Chicago, they hit hard. His music wasn't made for the radio, it was made for the blocks that raised him. In 2022, he released lled, a tribute to his neighborhood and the life that shaped him. A year later, he dropped an album called Welcome to the Jungle. It wasn't polished or mainstream, but it was real. That's what people loved about Munna Duke. He never tried to be something he wasn't. Never. He was O-Block through and through. He moved with people like King.
And then I'ma keep it a bean, bro. Like it's so many damn Munnas now. Why does everybody have the name Munna? Where is that name coming from? I know niggas' real names. I know they first name don't got Munna nowhere in there. So where is niggas getting the name Munna from? Cause the other boy Oblock Munna Ike, the boy that be singing and rapping, his shit. I heard some of his song. His shit tough. He named Munna. It be other Munnas. Where is niggas getting Munna from? What does that even mean?
Von, who was both a friend and a neighbor. The two had history that went all the way back to childhood. And even as others in the drill scene blew up, Munna stayed grounded. He had dreams, but he also had people to take care of. In late 2024, he became a father. He had a baby boy. People close to him said he was proud, determined to provide a better life than the one he grew up with. But in Chicago, the past has a way of catching up. The streets don't forget. And on that night in Edgewater, it all caught up to him. Munna Duke was shot and killed alongside another rising artist, Youngkin, just steps away from a quiet block of shops and apartments. The police said the shooters were waiting in the car, then opened fire and sped off. Hours later, a burnout vehicle was found nearby. No arrests were made. No suspects were named. But everyone who knew the streets could see the pattern. Once again, another young black man, another artist, another father was gone too soon.
Turning to breaking news from overnight.
I'ma just be honest, bro. I'ma go ahead and say what I do not understand. He was about 31 years old, if I got his birthday correctly, 1994. He was about 31 years old. Bro, you telling me 31 years and you're still in Chicago? I can't imagine that. Like, I cannot imagine me living 30 years plus and staying in my hometown. I can't. Because you can't tell me there was no way for you to move out. You cannot tell me that, bro. Throughout them 31 years, you came across some money at one point in time. One point in time, you had enough bread to move out. Maybe it was still right now. Maybe it was a couple years ago. Maybe it was 10 years. You had some time. Come on, bro. You can't tell me you was never able to move out, bro. Oh, get out of your hometown, man.
On Chicago's
What's the
north
point of
side,
staying there?
Chicago police say
Especially
say
Chicago.
people were shot and killed, and a third person was hurt.
That's like
This
the worst of
happened
the
early
worst.
This morning near Broadway and Rosemont. It's still unknown what led up to that shooting. So far, no one is.
News of Munna's death spread fast. Blogs and hip-hop pages posted tributes. RP Munna Duke, the captions read.
R.I.P.
Some of the biggest drill pages confirmed what the police didn't. Fans dropped prayer emojis, old lyrics, and broken hearts. In Oblock, people were stunned. A community already carrying so much pain now had more to grieve. But the saddest part, his story isn't rare. In Chicago, we've seen this before, promising young artists taken out before they ever really had a chance to shine. The cycle continues. The music keeps playing, but the voices keep disappearing. Munna Duke was more than a rapper. He was Rachon, a kid from the block trying to make it out, a man who found purpose in a mic, a father who wanted to give his son a better shot at life. His story won't be on the Billboard charts, it probably won't win a Grammy, but in the city he came from, his name will be remembered. Munna Duke had multiple encounters with Chicago.
That's the thing. Fuck the city. Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way a beam, bro. Forget the city. Niggas like, y'all be, I don't get it, bro. Like, you like, okay, bro. A person will grow up in Oblock, right? And then it even be like, they be old as shit still in Oblock. Like, I see even when I watch the vlogs today, like the one bull, E-Dog, the light-skinned bull, he's still being Oblock. I'm like, cuz, I don't know how old he is, but I know he a grown, like, I know he at least 30. For sure. He look at least 30. He's still there, hanging out in the hood on the block with the young bulls, the 19, 18-year-olds. I'm like, bro, my nigga, you was hanging on the block when you was their age. You double their age now. You got to go ahead and move. You got to go live life. You got to see a new city, meet a new bitch, go do something, get a new crib, my nigga, like, live a new life. Go to a state where nobody knows you. It's a fresh new life. You got to meet everybody over again. Niggas been living in Oblock their whole life. You don't even know nothing new. You don't even get no new experiences, no nothing. You get what I'm saying? And then if you pass away while still living there, it's like you really ain't experienced shit, bro. You ain't even get to live life, my nigga. I don't get it, bro.
Chicago police. Public arrest logs indicate that on September 17, 2018, he was stopped by officers and arrested on traffic and weapons charges. According to the Cook County arrest record, Vance was booked at 5:08 p.m. on September 17, 2018, and released about 19 hours later.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Like, you got a driver's license insurance? Yeah. What happened to your window?
I was getting it fixed today, but they ordered the wrong window, so I gotta wait till the other one.
Okay. So you got insurance, boss?
Yeah.
Alright. Do me a favor, roll this back window down. Got an ID on you, man?
God.
You got an ID in the system, you just don't got it on you, or what?
Nah, I just ain't got one on me.
Alright. You got any paperwork for that, man? Like saying you're gonna try to get it fixed, or what?
We was just fixing it today. That's why the tape on there, but they ordered the wrong window.
What happened?
They ordered the wrong. It's 2019.
I saw a crack at first. I was gonna give you a pass, and then that's like, you can't be driving like that,
yeah,
man.
he just got the he was fixing it, but then
Yeah, I'm trying.
the other track today.
Alright. Just put your phone down, put your hand.
Hey, you handcuffing my nigga? What'd he do?
Cool with the suspended license. I don't give a shit about that.
A traffic stop?
Make sure the vehicle ain't on shit, alright? Okay.
They was probably, that shit was probably hot box. You feel me? I already know. I know how that shit smelled. They said, damn. He done poured us
What's up
over.
with your wrist?
I know how that goes.
No, we don't even smoke weed. Ain't nothing in there.
Alright, come on. Come on. I'll bring over. Come on.
I know
The
how
listed
that
charges
goes.
included driving on a suspended license, operating an uninsured vehicle, and having a broken/cracked windshield, along with more serious violations, being an armed habitual criminal, a designation for a felon in possession of weapons, resisting/obstructing police, and violating annual gun offender registration
Damn.
requirements. On April 26, 2019, Chicago police arrested Vance again after a late-night traffic incident. The public booking law shows Vance was taken into custody at 12:40 a.m. and held until the next day. He was charged with multiple moving violations and evasion, 4 counts of reckless conduct, related to driving, negligent driving, fleeing/attempting to elude police, failure to reduce speed, operating an uninsured vehicle, and leaving the scene of an accident. In short, officers allege he led them on a chase and committed various traffic offenses. He was released on April 27, 2019 at 12:25 p.m.
And a lot of people probably like, oh, well, that can happen anywhere. You can get arrested anywhere. But you got to realize the chances of it happening. The environment. Your environment is a very important thing, right? If cuz moved to Miami, bro, niggas are not going there talking about let's slide on ops in Miami. Niggas are getting money. Niggas are riding around in Lambos. Niggas are trying to, you know what I mean, go on yachts. You know what I mean? They like, come on, bro. They're not doing that. It's the same shit they doing in Chicago. You go to, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, change your environment so you start doing different things. You get around different people, you're going to do different things. Right? That's what I'm talking about.
What's your name?
Okay, that's your kind of bag.
These 2018 and 2019 arrests did not immediately produce high-profile convictions, but they fit a pattern of escalating offenses. Notably, Cook County court records show that in 2021, Vance was convicted of a felony weapons offense. Local news outlets reported on April 2, 2021, Rajon Vance pleaded guilty to unlawful use of a weapon, felon in possession of a firearm. He served roughly 4 years behind bars, and according to state corrections data, was released from custody around early March 2025. Prior to that felony conviction, Vance had other Chicago arrests. Public records show he was repeatedly arrested between 2015 and 2018 on mostly minor charges. For example, in July 2015, he faced reckless driving charges, and in 2017, he was cited for annual gun offender registration and even a simple traffic violation, no turn signals. He was also booked in November 2015 on a weapons registration offense.
Then went through every phase of his life in jail. We done seen him at 14. We done seen him at 18. We done seen him at 25. We done see this nigga at every stage in his life. He in jail for that. Come on, cuz. Like, I don't know. I'll just be done. It be tiring just seeing this shit, bro. Cause it's like, when is niggas gonna learn? You know what I'm saying? And then some people don't get to learn until it's too late. Like if somebody ends your life, you never got to learn. It would have been different if, okay, a year or two from now, he learned. He was like, all right, let me change my life. I got a kid now. I'm ready. You know what I mean? Turn my shit up, get on my shit and stop living this type of life. Stop going to prison. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Blah, blah, blah. But he never got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because his life was taken too short. So, like, if you don't learn right now, you don't know when your time is going to come and you might not be able to learn. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and in September 2016 for parole violations related to gang contact. These earlier arrests for parole violations related to gang contact.
Bro, wallahi, bro, take that bread and get out. That's all you gotta do, bro. Take that bread. You feel me? Go. You probably don't got no good credit. I'm gonna keep it a bean, so you probably gonna have to get an apartment or something in somebody else's name. Tell your sister, okay, remember, I need you to do me a favor. Get this apartment in your name outside of Chicago. You know what I mean? Go ahead, put, you know what I mean? Come on. Come on. Invest the rest of the money into something else so you can make more money and you can keep making more money and more money and more money. Like, you can't flex a whole stack like these and you still in the hood that you grew up in. What's the point of flexing this if we still in the same projects we grew up in? What's the point? You get what I'm saying? I'd rather you be in a mansion with no bread. You not flexing no bread, but you in a mansion. I believe you more rich then. You feel me? I believe that you having your way then when you in the mansion with nothing versus when you in the projects like these. You could be like these. You could be like these. It still don't matter because it's like, look where you're at.
These earlier arrests established that Vance had been known to police for years. However, none of these prior cases appear to have been widely reported in the press, and no videos from them are publicly cited. But that'll be about it for this video. Make sure.
Like, that shit only looks good to the other niggas that's in the same hood. The other niggas that's in the same hood that's broke, that, you know what I mean, don't got nothing going on for themselves, that ain't never even seen 10K in their bank account at once, that looks cool to them. They, oh my gosh, oh, look at you having motion, da da da, I can't believe it. Oh yeah, you lit, you that bull, da da da. That's cool to them. That's cool to the little thotties that never had shit, that's still in the hood. You feel me? That's still fucking with Maul and, you know what I mean, Kesey and all that. She fucking with them type niggas. She, like, they lames. You know what I'm saying? So that looks cool to her. She excited by that. But any nigga that's really getting to it, or that really has a good head on his shoulders, they ain't impressed by these. They ain't impressed by somebody going like this, bro, but still in the same hood. You know what I mean? This just, all I'm saying this for is because I want the people watching this to make better decisions. R.I.P. to him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, R.I.P. to him. But the only thing you could do, here's a quick lesson for y'all. Right? Remember this quote. Learn from the mistakes of others because you cannot make them all yourself. I'm going to repeat that. Learn from the mistakes of others because you cannot make them all yourself. So learn from his mistakes. Don't go ahead and try to do the same thing he did and then learn afterwards. Just take his experience and learn from it. You don't even have to go through it. Just learn from it. You get what I'm saying? If a person is on drugs and they addicted and they strung out and they overdosing and shit, well, I can just look at him. I don't have to actually do the drugs myself. I don't got to do fat or nothing like that myself. All I got to do is look at him and be like, okay, I don't want my life to be like his. I don't want to be overdosing. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do them drugs. You get what I'm saying? That's all I got to do. Simple as that. Learn from him. That's all I want y'all to do. Just learn from this, bro. Hey, man, that's the end of this video, man. If you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like. This was a more serious type video because, like, I really need to get this through your heads because this all this dying stuff and niggas in the community dying left and right, bro. It's not thorough. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want y'all to really take from this. But that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, go leave a like, go drop a comment down below, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and we're going to catch y'all in the next one.